What's good, YouTube? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna be reacting to what the fuck just happened? I think I shrunk myself too much. We're gonna be reacting to.
Before I show you guys this car, we gotta turn back one.
We're gonna be reacting to flipping cars until I can afford my dream car.
I just bought this abandoned Porsche 912. It's been sitting in this barn for 30 years. There's no engine in it, and I'm gonna try and clean it up and sell it for a profit. But before I show you guys this car, we gotta turn back one day ago. So I just got sent a video by somebody you guys might know of this abandoned Porsche in a barn. It looks like it hasn't been touched in like 50 years. This thing is a Porsche 912. I don't even know the VIN number to the car, so I can't even identify anything about it. All that I know is that it hasn't been moved in many years and that there potentially is some money to be made here. I talked to the guy who currently owns the Porsche right now. He said he'd be willing to get rid of this thing for under $8,000. I don't even know if this thing runs.
For something that doesn't even run, bro, it's 30 years
So
old.
looking at all these different Porsches for sale on the site, Bring a Trailer, which is usually a pretty reliable website to gauge how much cars sell for. There's one here that sold for $42,000, another that sold for $50,000, and there's just a bunch in really good condition that are upwards of almost like $100,000. Like, I mean, $8,000 for this thing is a no-brainer. The only problem though, this thing is 7 hours away from me, all the way
He said it doesn't have an engine, bro. What?
over in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm about to go check this car out and meet up with another YouTuber who specializes in doing these barn finds. Hopefully buy it, get it running, and sell it for a profit. Is this gonna be a mistake? Maybe. I guess there's only one way to find out. So without further ado, I have a 7-hour drive, and I'll see you guys at the barn, hopefully with a Porsche. Alright, we're about halfway done the drive. We stopped at the Sheetz to get some food. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a pit in my stomach right now. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into here, but like, so far in life, it's only
Brody's about to get slaughtered in a forest.
benefited me not thinking things through before I do them. We got 3.5 hours left. We're gonna eat this Sheetz food and get back on the road.
Straight in Ohio.
Alright guys, we finally made it. Absolutely killed that 7-hour drive. It's super late and we have a really early morning tomorrow. We're gonna get some rest and I'll see you guys at the barn. We're here at the barn. Dude, this is crazy. I'm here with WD Detailing. You guys are so used to this. This is my first time doing anything like this.
Yeah, you're in for an experience for sure. I don't think Doug realizes the condition of this car.
No, I really don't. We don't even know if
W Carhartt, bro. They're all wearing Carhartt.
there's an engine in this car. We don't even know if the engine's in the barn. I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Market well?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a risk taker, I see.
I'm so nervous, but this is crazy. You only see it in like movies and stuff. As we walked up to the barn, there were other abandoned moldy cars outside, which really set the mood on what I was getting myself into. And I don't know about you guys, but this is exactly how I pictured a barn find to look like. We don't even know if this thing is a 912 or a 911. Man, I have no idea what to expect. And after driving 7 hours out into the middle of nowhere, Ohio, it's time to see this Porsche for the first time. Yeah, the doors wouldn't open. But after getting a whole team to dig open this door, we finally saw this Porsche in person for the first time. Oh my goodness. What?
You coming out here yet?
I mean, slightly. I mean, it doesn't look that... It actually looks terrible. I'm gonna get it back here real quick. This is crazy.
What do you think of the paint job?
I feel like this could be restored. This was hands down the dirtiest car I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm trying to play it cool here because they're also filming for their YouTube channel, but in my head, I'm realizing that there's no title for this car, no keys for this car, and on top of that, no engine. Supposedly, this engine was buried somewhere in this giant barn, but I can't lie and say my heart didn't drop knowing what I just got myself into. Before we could do anything though, we had to dig this car out and figure out if this thing was a 911 or a 912. But as we got everything out of the way, right on the hood read 3 beautiful 912 numbers. With nothing blocking the car now, we could finally look into this interior, which looked about as good as the rest of the car. I really couldn't help myself but think how an iconic car like this ends up rotting away, left to die in a barn like this.
First time sitting in a barn find. How does it feel and how does it smell?
I don't know. This is the weirdest. I've never sat in a car in this condition in my
Bro, it probably smells like fucking dust.
life. It smells so familiar. It's like my grandma's basement. And getting this car out of here was not going to be an easy task because there were holes everywhere, and after all this time sitting, it terraformed into the ground. In order to get this out, we had to lift it up and move it, which actually wasn't too bad because there's no engine in it. We hooked it up to the truck and slowly pulled it. Moved it over, pulled, moved it over, and repeated this process until the car finally saw daylight for the first time in 30 years. And even with all of the dirt, this thing looks
That shit look like poop, bro.
unreal.
Subway's new sub of the day gets you a different 6-inch sub
nobody
every
wants
day.
no
And they're all
Subway.
$4.99. Meatball Monday, $4.
Now with the car out of the barn, it's time to look for the engine. I was told before coming here it would be somewhere in this barn, but after looking for almost 30 minutes, finding other giant car engines, a nice bike, some new
1, 2, buckle my shoes.
But after all of that, there was no engine in sight, and this got me worried. I'm 7 hours from home, I drove my Civic up here, which cannot tow a car, no title, no keys, no engine, only the corpse of this 912. But even with all of these things going against me, I still think I can turn a profit from this car. I'm giving cash to the owner in 3 days, and we agreed on $7,500. Buying it as is, I don't know, I think it's still a good buy. The wheels were completely locked from sitting and rusting together for so long, so we tried jumping on the car to unlock them. But that didn't work at all. Finally, after hours of dragging this car all the way out of the barn, we got it loaded up and transported back to the shop. But before we restore this car...
Okay, quick break from the video. If you guys drive a car, buy groceries, or go out to eat, so literally everybody in existence, there's an app where you can get fast, easy cash back on these purchases called the Upside app, the sponsor of today's video. Let me show you how this works. So first, open the Upside app.
No, hold on.
Time after even just a year, it's like a part of my routine now. Upside has given back an extra and Porsche 912.
Oh, what the hell?
So I just bought this car for $7,500. We were not able to find an engine in the barn, but we'll worry about that later. Before we clean this thing up, what do we need to fix? So let's start with the pros. Under the dirt,
Bro, you got the engine. You definitely need a new paint job. Well, nah, actually, you gotta clean it first. Shit, you probably need like a replacement, like interior.
the paint doesn't seem to be in terrible shape. It's obviously not going to be perfect, but seeing it in these lights, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. And same with the interior. It's absolutely filthy, but there's no rips on the seat or anything terrible. The spare tire is, in fact, here. The headlights still look decent, just dirty. There's only 66,000 miles on it, and surprisingly, there's not too much rust on the car at all. And that's where the pros list ends, because cons, it doesn't run.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Obviously, no engine. The car is disgusting. There's mice nests and dead mice everywhere. The front...
Oh, what do you mean no holes, bro?
No engine. The car is disgusting. There's mice nests and dead...
Bro, look at that. The whole top portion of the car is fucking beat up by
mice everywhere. The front driver's side tire is flat and the rest are completely dry rotted. These wheels look terrible. The paint is cracked right here. And overall, this car just needs a lot of work. Alright, so first of all, before we clean this car, we gotta vacuum all of this stuff up, and after that we're gonna start cleaning the car, starting with the wheels. Right now the paint is not great, but we have a plan to make these things look great. First of all, let's vacuum this car. So we cleaned up all of the Duke on the car. I've never dealt with this before, so to be honest, I just let the WD guys do it. Before cleaning everything though, we decided to see what had been stowed away in this front.
Wow, look at that.
There was an old exhaust, a toolkit. I wonder if this is actually worth anything. The spare tire, this spinny thing here, I think it was a turbocharger. And with everything out of the way, we started vacuuming up everything these mice brought into this car. But as we were doing this, the smell of old gas was so extremely prevalent, it was giving all of us headaches. So let's pump all of the old gas out. We opened up the tank, and yeah, that's disgusting. Look at the color of this gas coming out. It's a combination of who knows how old gas and rust. So even if we tried starting the car with this, I don't even think there's any chance this car would run. We pumped all of the gas out of the tank and found that there were 2.5 gallons just rusting and rotting in there. Looking into this tank, it was completely rusted, and in the future, it would definitely need to be replaced.
I don't have the funds for this.
But now with that done, it's time to move on to these disgusting wheels. Clearing the dirt off these wheels was probably the most satisfying thing I've ever done. But I know this is nothing compared to how great the rest of the car is going to look. I then sprayed the tires and wheels with a cleaner and worked it in with a brush. I didn't realize how big of a role the type of brush you use makes, because the brushes I use back at home are from Temu, and these ones are luxurious. I sprayed off everything, and wow, does this look better. Just as a reminder, this is how it looked before, and this is how it looks now. Night and day difference. Now obviously, it doesn't look amazing because these wheels are still super chipped and rusty, so we're actually going to take them to get professionally powder coated and put new tires on them. But we're not going to bring them dirty wheels, so I still cleaned all of them, making them go from this to this, and this to this. And finally, let's clean this car, starting with the windshield. For this part though, I'm just going to stop talking and let you fully appreciate this insane restoration.
satisfying, bro. It's so satisfying seeing that dirt come off that car. It's like when you finally clean your room and you take a step back and you just appreciate the niceness of your clean room. Paint's not bad, bro. There's some chips, but like, it's 30 years old, bro.
And wow, was this satisfying. Arguably more satisfying than those AI fruit cutting videos. I pressure washed the spare, which I soon found out is completely shot, but I still did it anyways. We're just going for looks here. The wash got a lot of the dirt off, but to get all of the dirt that's embedded in the paint, we're gonna clay bar the car. And doing this is super easy. Just spray a lubricant on, we used iron remover, and wipe the car down. It's that simple. This removes everything a regular wash can't remove, and it makes all the difference. While doing this, I saw a little bit of old paint, meaning this car was originally this beautiful green color here. Not sure why the original owner would want to get rid of it, but to each their own, I guess. I then dried off the car, and just from a quick wash, not even doing any paint correction yet, this car looks amazing. I would have never guessed this car was rotting in a barn for decades just this morning.
You can unlock more than ever with the American Express Platinum Card. Access over $3,500 in
That shit look beautiful.
Okay, so it's the end of the first day of restoring this car. I came out here thinking that we were for sure going to get an engine for this car, and now we're just stuck with the skeleton of a 1969 Porsche 912. There's no keys. There's no title. Did I make a mistake buying this already? Maybe. Do I regret it though? Absolutely not. This thing is so cool. Basically looks exactly like a 911. Maybe a little even cooler. But tomorrow we have a huge day. We're gonna polish up the paint and make this thing look even better than it does now. And most importantly, clean the interior, which looks awful. I'm so excited, but I am exhausted from today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning when we start the paint correction. Alright, so it's the next day of restoring this Porsche. Right now, we're actually taking these wheels off, and then we're going to take them over to Quest Rim to get these things repainted and put new tires on them. First, let's take off these wheels. We're here at Quest Rim. They're gonna get these things looking nice.
So we dropped them off, and they actually filmed the whole process for me, showing how they powder coat the wheels. This took a few days though, so before we get them back on the car, let's clean this interior. First of all, we took out the seats, and one of them actually broke on the way out. And with the seats out, you could really see the condition this interior was in. Super dirty and stained, but definitely salvageable. I picked out all of the trash and started vacuuming this entire interior. This Porsche was definitely the home of a few animals over the last few decades, so there was a lot of dirt, and worst of all, it smelled awful. But you know what's actually more awful than that? 83% of you guys aren't subscribed. We're nearing up on 300,000 subscribers. Seriously.
Speaking of that, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are... Hold up. Give me a minute. Hold up. Give me a minute. Wait, hold on. What is this? I played 50,000. Okay, we'll probably react to this one next.
So I recently...
Looks kind of decent. As you guys can see, I got 45 videos. And I got no likes. And I got no subscribers. We are currently at 0 subscribers. So if you haven't hit a like and subscribe to the videos, what the hell you doing? What the hell you doing? I bet. Let's go back into this.
What? So if you want to stick around for this journey, be sure to like and subscribe. And now with that done, let's restore these doors. Just by simply using a brush and a cleaner, these doors went from looking like this to this. Such a huge difference if you ask me. For these rusted out chrome pieces, it's super simple to make them look brand new again by using some steel wool and a metal polisher. You simply just scrub the piece, wipe it off, and now it looks brand new. I did the same thing for these door locks, the headlights. This stuff will destroy your paint if you're not careful, which is why I taped it off. And the chrome on this rear bumper, which in my opinion definitely made the biggest difference. insurance. So we're actually in the middle of detailing this car. We thought this car was just painted by a fanboy of Smokey the Bandit, but it actually seems like this car could have been painted like this for the Trans Am race, not just to look like a Trans Am. I mean, now that I think about it, the pieces are kind of coming together, like the racing steering wheel, the fact that it literally says Trans Am on the back. So back like 50 years, this car could have been used in a race. I don't know, that's just a theory. If anybody knows anything about this, let me know in the comments, because that would be crazy. We then cleaned the gauges. Not really sure why this one here is tilted, but whatever. We cleaned the steering wheel, which was super filthy. Cleaned the dash, the rear seats. I used a toothbrush here to get in between the crevices. Attention to detail, people. Deep cleaned the front seats, which actually came out looking good as new. And most importantly, didn't reek anymore. And now let's clean these floor mats. First, I pressure washed them. Then used a drill brush, which agitates all the dirt far embedded in the carpet, making it look like the forbidden latte art. Then pressure washed it out. Now, using a water vacuum, we sucked all the dirty water out. And my goodness, I need to buy one of these things. This is awesome. We then water vacuumed the
No, facts, bro. I saw a fucking water vacuum. They take the hell, bro. They suck the hell out of the dirt, bro. They suck so good. They suck the dirt, like, clean off anything you're trying to clean, bro.
interior, and look how disgusting the water was coming out. The last thing that I personally did to this car was clean the windows and then called it quits for the day. Me and my friend then went out to explore Cleveland for the rest of the night and hit up this really cool indoor bike park. But while we were out having fun, RJ stayed back and professionally polished this car. I didn't even know it was possible to restore old paint to this degree, but as you can see here, it looks so good. But I hadn't seen it yet, and they wanted to surprise me and get my reaction to the new look of this car. So the next day, I wasn't even allowed in the shop till he was fully done polishing the car.
Alright, so while you and Jared went to Ray's bike park and spent some time hanging around Cleveland having fun, I spent hours and hours and hours polishing this Porsche so that you hopefully can turn a bigger profit on it. I think your mind's gonna be blown.
I'm so excited.
Nah, that's crazy.
What? No, that's crazy. There's no like dirt on it anymore. Yeah, I didn't even notice it faded.
It looks new, bro. It looks like it looks hella vintage.
When it was all dirty. You got skills, dude.
So they just showed me what this car looks like professionally polished, and this thing looks crazy. It's amazing how big of a difference this makes, and honestly, I'm speechless. And just as a reminder, this is how the car looked when it first got here, and this is how it looks now. Now all that's left is to get these wheels back from the shop. Man, I can't wait to see what these look like. But before we pick up these wheels, it was time to actually give cash to the owner and officially buy this car.
All right, so since there wasn't an engine in the car, how much do I owe you?
Well, it was going to be $9,000 if we found the engine, but I know we couldn't find it. But and while this car looks
3K,
amazing,
3K.
We can do $7,000.
7?
Yeah.
Smoking, bro. He's smoking. I got rid of a problem for you, bro. Shit was taking hell of a space. That shit was taking up hella space in your garage, bro. You didn't even want it, bro. 7K?
Okay, wait.
Nah, fuck no. 3K, 2K, nah, 1K.
Wait, 7,000? I thought it was gonna be 7,500. But you know what? I'm not complaining. He counted it out, and then we shook on it. Bang. We drove over and picked up these wheels, which actually looked brand new. But something this good is gonna cost you. And in this case, it was $600. We put the wheels back on the car and finally put the seats in, meaning we were officially done the entire restoration. So now, since everything's clean,
This is a 1969 Porsche 912, and it's a beloved.
Chat, if we get to 100K and I'm able to make money off these videos, I'm doing the same shit, bro. I already started. This is how I started social media, bro. This is literally how I started social media. On Instagram. I know I keep interrupting this, but on Instagram, I made a trade-up series where I trade a paper. I was trying to trade up a paperclip up to a Porsche 911 GTR, bro. Hold up. It's going to take a while. Hopefully I don't upload this while showing my password. What was my username? Is Christian_Christian. The reason why my username is Christian_Christian is because, hold up, let me make sure that's the right account, because I know I have multiple accounts. I don't know why my Instagram's not saved on there, bro. It was literally saved on everything else. This should work. If it doesn't, then it might be GG's. I bet. Look, bro. Like, hold up. This is my Instagram. This is my like creator Instagram. It's literally me. Like, I started with a paperclip.
Of trading a paperclip to a Porsche 911 GTR. Let's go.
In my first store, got rejected.
Hey, shout out to the guys in Champs. I got a finger puppet for my token. Looking back at this.
Bro, I got first trade was a fucking token from a coffee
Welcome
shop.
to day 8 of trading a paperclip for a Porsche 911 GTR. Alright, on my first store, I didn't get anything, but I did get this Respawn 5 gum. Welcome to day 4.
No. I ended up with like a breast pump or something, bro. I ended up with a breast pump, and that's where the challenge ended because I couldn't get out of a breast pump. I emailed hella people, bro. I couldn't trade up from a breast pump because they was used. It was a used breast pump, so it was like GG's.
Automotive icon, one of the most adored cars in the history of, well, cars. And today I'm going to review it. Okay, you guys already know the deal. Here is the scoreboard, the board where I'm ranking every car we're getting in this series. So far, we have the Honda Beat still on top at 25 out of 30, but where is this Porsche going to stand? Starting with category 1, which is fun fact. So I guess we're going to have to base this thing on like how fun it was to clean it and like take it out of the barn because we can't drive it. But honestly, pulling this thing out of a barn and restoring it to look like this, that was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. I'd imagine if I could drive it, I'd rate it a lot higher, but because we can't, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. And moving on to category 2, which is looks. I mean, I've showed you guys the exterior of this car, and this car is by far one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen in my life. But this interior, actually, let me just show you. So, I'm gonna give you a tour of this interior. Coming over to here, the door. Now that this thing is beautifully cleaned up, I can finally sit in it. Now this is a nice place to sit. I've never been in like an old car like this, especially a Porsche. I mean, the pedals feel pretty good. No, don't show that part, don't show that part. But instantly, when you get in this car, you notice this transmission here. The first gear is down and to the left? What? Reverse is up and to the left. I've never seen a car do it with first gear down. I mean, I don't even know what that's called. If you know, let me know in the comments. But this gearbox feels like, I mean, the clutch is permanently down right now, but this gearbox feels insane. This dash looks really nice and it cleaned up really well along with this racing steering wheel. Now, if you're trying to travel with more than 2 people and you gotta sit in the back, oh gosh.
Match with a local TurboTax expert at our new in-person locations. They're specialized in your unique.
Petite, bro. They didn't have no pugs out there, bro. They had petite, Roman Monroes or whatever they're called.
I mean, there's some room. Y'all look cozy.
Oh, so cozy.
And this knob right here, this reveals this 90 horsepower engine. This car, in my biased opinion, is one of the coolest cars ever made. And with these new wheels we just got and the new polish, I mean, it doesn't look a day over 57. The only thing that I don't really like is this paint scheme. Like, it's cool, but as we were cleaning it, we saw that the original color was this green color. Green on a car is one of the coolest colors, in my opinion, that you can make a car. So if this thing was that original green, this thing would probably be like a 13 out of 10. But because it's not, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And moving on to the last category... which is the overall category. What?
I want to buy it.
You do?
Yeah.
How much?
$9,000.
Wait.
I want to buy it.
You actually do?
Wait, what? That's a W come up, 2K.
I want to buy it. I've worked on this thing. I put so much time into polishing it. I got a guy that can put a motor in it. I want to buy it. I've always wanted a classic. This is a 911 shell. And to be honest, you're giving us a deal. Well, we haven't even negotiated yet. You paid 7.
Yeah, I did.
I'd like to pay 9. And then I want to put a motor in this, and I want to drive this thing. And I have a guy that can do the work, and I've always wanted a classic 911. This is a 911
Well,
check.
technically, it's like 1,400.
See, and we have a plumber coming by. After all the work we spent dragging it out and the story behind it and meeting you guys, it just kind of feels right.
All right. I mean, I'm good with that. Let's do it.
Look at that.
That's a deal. Oh my gosh. Deal made during the Doug score segment. What the heck?
Did that change the Doug score?
Does that change it? I was going to say overall, we haven't driven this car. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get for it. I mean, clearly now we know how much we're getting for it, $9,000. Well, I'm a little bit conflicted now. I was going to give it overall a 3. So, I mean, now that it's sold, overall, that sounds like a pretty great deal. So, you know what? I was going to give it a 3, but that bumps it up to a 5 out of 10. So with a score of 19 out of 20, it's not going to fit on this side of the scoreboard. So we're going to the side of doom and despair. We have the Porsche 912. And so RJ wrote me a check for $9,000 and actually bought the Porsche off of me. But it didn't end there, because before we went home, they had one last surprise for me. Okay, we're here at the WD Auto Supply headquarters. I'm basically making a debut in a Mr. Beast video,
Because I have a little challenge for you. So, I have a 12 by 12 by 12 box that I'm going to give you. And we're going to give you 30 seconds to take literally anything you want from our warehouse, put it in the box, and take it home with you. Anything after 30 seconds, though, you can't have it, but you can literally take 50 interior cleaners, whatever you can fit in this box is yours.
okay.
Oh, hell no. I'm taking all cheeks, man. I'm taking all cheeks. Give me those cheeks. I'm just kidding. That's just... Bro, why the fuck did I even say that, bro? Never mind.
Is there anything
What's wrong with
specific
me?
that you want or need?
I mean, I'm eyeing up the interior cleaner because that's the one I use on all the cars at home anyways. I also want to try the barbershop soap stuff, so you're going bankrupt.
Oh, no.
All right, Doug, welcome to the WD Detail Dash. You have 30 seconds to pick any of our detailing products and put it in the box before the time is up. Whatever is in the box at the end of the 30 seconds will be yours to take home. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Doug, we have 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now.
I did not mean to. I'm so sorry. I guess I'll take them. Good point. Oh. Interior cleaners. Porsche.
You got 6
Nah, I
seconds.
would have took
5
everything, bro. It doesn't matter. I would have resold them.
3, 2, 1. Time.
I think that was pretty good.
You blew a bottle up. This is well over $150 in wheel cleaner. 3 bottles of barbershop soap. We have 3 bottles of Super Slick. A lot of brushes, 7 brushes. I would say the retail MSRP of all these products is right around $550. Thank you for playing, Doug.
That's almost the same amount as what he paid for the wheel.
So this car is officially not mine anymore. I really did not expect it to go this way. I'm kind of in shock. So now we have almost a 7-hour drive home. Let's take one last good look at this thing. And now let's go to the price breakdown. Now this is the 4th time we're doing a price breakdown this series. So just as a recap, we made $2,146 on the 350Z, $2,048 on the BMW, and $2,763 in profit on the Corvette. And all of that money, which is totaled right here, is all going towards my dream car. And that dream car is a 350Z. Look, guys, I know I just bought a Porsche in this video, and you very much could argue
Brody said a 350Z. He had a Porsche, a Corvette, a BMW.
that the Corvette, the 370Z, and the Porsche are all cooler than a 350Z, and that's why I said you can argue, because I can't. That 350Z is so much better than all of those. I'm telling you guys, I'm calling it right now. Mark my words. I will make this 350Z the cleanest you guys have ever seen, and you will all understand why I want it so badly. And very soon it might be, because after we break down the profit we made from this Porsche, we're pretty close to being able to afford a nice 350Z. So first of all, we got the car for $7,000. I drove about 600 miles to get there and back, so we're gonna add $64 in gas. That's why you daily a Honda Civic. Insane gas mileage. All of the detailing products we used, $0. And honestly, I should probably subtract the amount of free stuff they gave me. So we're just gonna leave it at 0 because I feel like that's cheating. Anyways, for our last expense, we spent $600 getting the wheels redone. So in total, we spent $7,664, and we sold the car for $9,000, meaning we made a total profit.
The cost of college is out of control. It's like a disease, but just keeps on getting worse.
Of $1,336. Our most unprofitable flip this series, but in my opinion, definitely the most fun. And with that, that means we are at $8,293 towards my dream car. And we still have a 370Z and a Honda Beat to sell. A lot of you guys have been asking for updates on these 2 cars, and I'm going to give them to you right now, but they're not what you want to hear. Okay, so I've had this car listed for almost 2 months now, and honestly,
I haven't really gotten any hits on it. I knew that the market for sports cars was going to slow down the winter, but I really didn't think it was going to hit it this hard. That being said though, recently a lot of people have been reaching out, and I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to sell soon. But the same can't be said about the Honda Beat. I'll just show you the video on how I found out.
Yeah, that thing is smoking. Where is it coming from though? Can't tell. It's not coming from down there in the exhaust. Oh, look at that. There's some oil leakage right there. Oh no.
Yeah, so this thing is leaking oil. I really hope that this isn't like a really bad thing. The good news though, this thing right here is a Honda, and Honda is pretty good at making good engines. We can fix it. I hope. Not only does that, I mean, this door handle is still broken. I'm gonna try and 3D print a new one of these, but I don't think I could sell the car knowing that it's leaking oil. Hopefully it's not too bad, so we're gonna try and fix this thing up. So
W morals, bro. W
So
morals.
as of right now, these are the two cars we have in the inventory. I'm extremely confident that one is selling in the next episode. Mark my words. This one, not so sure. Man, this was a crazy video. Huge shout out again to the guys over at WD Detailing for having me out and inviting me to a barn find. And also, huge shout out them for buying it off of me. My original plan was to sell it to another guy out there. He wanted to only pay $8,000, meaning we would have like basically broke even on.
Bro, why? Stop fucking sounding, bro. Alright, let's go
The
back.
flip and made like no profit, but I'm really curious to see what they end up doing with that Porsche. Pretty sure they're rebuilding it on their channel. I hope they can get it running. If they do, I'm definitely going back out there to drive this thing. But man, guys, we're nearing 300,000 subscribers. Like, what? I'm not even gonna try and comprehend how that's even possible. Never in a million years would have I ever expected to be here. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. I really think it might be possible to hit 300K by the end of January. So if you want to support me on this journey, be sure to like and subscribe. Man, I gotta start looking across the country to find this Z. We're getting so close to being able to afford this thing. And when I can, I'm taking a one-way plane ticket all the way over to Arizona, buying my dream car and driving it all the way across country back to my home state of Pennsylvania. I'm so excited to do that, and it's insane that we're nearing up on that. I just recently filmed my favorite video I ever made. It's linked right here if you want to watch it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Woo! It's been a journey, bro. But we went through that video real quick. Alright, bet if you like these types of videos, please hit the likes button and hit the subscribe button. You already know the drill. Peace. Have a nice day.